Welcome to Career Development Guide for Sophomores. Step 1. Gather your documents. Create a resume and cover letter. A couple of things to remember before you start creating a resume and cover letter are resume should not be any longer than one page. Same limitations apply to a cover letter as well, unless specified otherwise. Resumes should list your skills and qualification, whereas cover letters provide brief descriptions on qualifications and work experience. Avoid using a design template. Use a generic one. Be mindful of errors and have a readable font and font size.
Resume and cover letter samples. So I'm going to go over two resumes for students, a chronological resume and a limited information resume. The first resume is a chronological resume in which it'll provide general information about work experience a student has had. On the chronological resume, you'll have your education listed up top with the college in bold, and then a minimum of 3 bullets, such as GPA, relevant coursework, and then if the student has studied abroad. The next section will be relevant experience, in which students will provide any relevant experience they've had, whether it was a job, an internship, or some type of a position that's related to their field of interest. Additional experience will be the next section, where students will provide any job experience that they've had. For example, in this resume, you can see the student has worked on campus and then as a part-time job at Chick-fil-A. Involvement, in which if a student has participated in any extracurricular activities, such as a sport, we encourage the student to apply these to their resume. Finally, skills. If a student speaks another language, any software skills, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, or anything related to the position that they're applying for, these are skills that we want students to apply to their resume. The next resume we'll review is a limited experience resume, in which it is almost similar to the chronological resume. However, this is built for the student who may not have any experience and is looking for a first-time internship or a position. Education will be listed above with Catholic University, and then a minimum of 3 bullets, followed by the experience. This will just be general experience in which a student has, if it's an internship, a part-time job, a summer job, any type of position in which a student has some employable background. Followed by experience, there'll be leadership section in which a student has positioned themselves with any leadership community organization back home. Community service will be the next section, and then followed by community service, there'll be skills similar to the chronological resume. Again, if a student speaks another language, is fluent in another language, we encourage you to put this on the resume as it makes yourself more marketable. And then Microsoft Word and PowerPoint, software skills that may pertain to the position, and any social media skills as well, such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, as these are used for marketing purposes for many organizations.
So this is a sample of the cover letter. Cover letter is an important part with your resume. You want to make sure that you are including the heading just as you have on your resume, and then follow the template that's up here. So you mention your date, you mention the employer's address, and then you have 3 precise paragraphs. With the cover letter, there are different technical aspects that you need to be aware of, such as stating your interest for the job that you're applying for and creating a selling point for the employer where you are connecting your past experiences with the current qualifications that they are looking for in a candidate. So that would happen in your first 2 paragraphs, and your second paragraph will be the utmost important one because this is where you're focusing on creating that selling point. So take a look at the sample, but please be sure to set up a meeting with your advisor so that we can help you tailor one based on the job that you're applying for. And like we mentioned earlier, a cover letter needs to be a page long and should have 3 precise paragraphs. Step 2, set up a meeting with your advisor for job internship search. Handshake is a database that we have. Handshake lists various different kinds of job and internship positions, and it's accessible to all students at Catholic. So this is what your handshake would look like. If you don't have an account, you can start creating one by going on this link and signing up for it using your cardinal mail and password. On Handshake, you can create your profile. That will be the first step. This is what it looks like, and you can tailor it, you can customize it. There are a bunch of questions that you can answer. You can specify your interest, the job that you're looking for, the cities that you plan on applying for, and the roles and the industries that you're specifically interested in applying to. Handshake also allows you to network with other students who might have a similar skills and interests that align with the field that you're pursuing. On Handshake, you can also specify the skills that you have, and you can upload the updated resume that you might have created. You can upload it on here, and you can also upload your cover letter and your references if you have so. This is why we had written on step 1 that it is very important that you create a resume and your cover letter and get your documents together. So this was about creating your profile. Let's go to job search. You can click on here. You can actually look for specific jobs that match your interest and your skills. You can go to all filters and you can click on full-time or part-time. You can specify if you're looking for internships or paid roles, work study roles. If you are an international student, you can also look for sponsorship related positions or positions that accept OPT and CPT. You can also tailor it down to your majors and then hit show results. So when you do that, you are going to have specific job positions that match your major. You can also look for events. So any on-campus or virtual events that are being conducted at Catholic, you can look for those events over here. Just like Handshake, we have various other databases that are specifically major related, which is why it is important that you reach out to your career advisor so that they can help you navigate through these databases to find a position that aligns your skills and interests. All internships that take place are very competitive, and we advise students to start early. Usually the summer internships, the hiring for the summer internships start way early on. So let's say if you're looking for a position in summer of 2021, the hiring is most likely going to start in fall of 2020. So it is very important that you connect with your advisor in person so that we can go over Handshake, we can go over certain other types of databases that we have and help you find a position that best aligns with your interest and your skills.
Step 3, networking. Start by building your profile. Leverage your existing connections. Take advantage of the connection that you have with people currently. There's a good chance they will be on LinkedIn. Follow up with new contacts. Once you've made a new connection with somebody, continue to contact them, just reaching out to them. Join LinkedIn groups, and then also connect with CUA alumni in related fields of interest or in the particular major that you're interested in also.
Step 4, create a job tracking sheet. It is important that you create a job tracking sheet just so you have a track of the positions you applied for and are of the timeline. You can create using Microsoft Excel, and by creating the following tabs such as dates of the job applied, job position and title, company's name, location, contact details, and application deadline. Sometimes employers do take down the job posting after they have a pool of candidates, which is why it is also important that you save the job description for the positions that you've applied. This will help you prepare well for the interview if you're being called for one. Also, please be sure to share your job tracking sheet with your career advisor so that they can further assist you with your search process. This is especially important if you haven't been able to hear back from employers, and for your career advisor so that they can further help you with the process.
Attending career and internship fairs. Make sure you do your research. Find out what organizations are going to be there. Have a game plan. Find out which organizations that you'll be looking to go to, which ones you'll be providing your resumes to, and as well as having that conversation with the organization representatives. Polish your resume. Again, this is important, which students can meet with their academic advisors to help them polish a strong resume that'll be available to employers on the date of the career fair. Dress the part. It's important to come dressed professionally to career fairs and represent yourself as well as Catholic University. Your 30 to 60-second commercial. This will be your elevator pitch in which you will explain to employers why you'd be the great candidate, what experience you have, and what opportunities that you plan to present and provide to the organizations as an internship or as a part-time job. Finally, follow up. Make sure you get a card from the representative and send a quick email. You usually have within 24 hours to contact them and just saying thank you for their time. Participating in a mock interview. What is a mock interview? A mock interview is to provide the student with an opportunity to practice his or her interviewing skills in an environment similar to an actual interview. Students can set up a mock interview with their academic advisor. Students are encouraged to make an appointment with their ACA, academic and career advisor, about scheduling a mock interview anytime throughout the academic calendar.
Step 7, join on-campus leadership organizations. We have a couple of them. You can take a look at Campus Ministry and the Nest. So the Nest is where you would see a lot of events that are taking place on campus are being posted on here. So take a look at it. Some of these postings are online. Some of these events are online. So I think this is really helpful. So this is the organizations page. If you want to take part in different organizations or leadership clubs on campus, you can take a look at this page. You can also search with your majors. Let's say if you're looking for civil engineering, you will see that there is American Society of Civil Engineers. If you are looking for psychology, you will see a psychology club and various different other programs that will help you connect with specific interests and those majors. So it is important that you take a look at organizations and events and to be actively a part of the events that are being carried out on campus. This is important for you to build your leadership experiences along with your academics. From an employer point of view, employers always look for students who are actively engaged with both academics and extracurricular activities. So take a look at this page. The second link that we have is for Office of Cultural Engagement. The Office of Cultural Engagement usually holds a lot of different events for first generation kids. However, they have multiple events throughout the semester so that they can bring the community together. Our office has taken part in various events at the Office of Cultural Engagement where we talked about different sessions such as time management, study habits.
Final steps, connecting with your advisor. Students should connect with their advisors throughout the semester. They should also connect with them during breaks as advisors are available to answer any questions students have about academics and career. Our website is listed below. Students can schedule an appointment by calling the number or by simply clicking on the link.
So please be sure to set up a meeting with your academic and your career advisor. As we mentioned before, it is very important that you actively work with your career advisor right from the beginning so that we can help you with your job or internship process. If you don't know who your academic or your career advisor is, you can simply call this number or email us and we can get back with you with the specific information of that person and help you set up a meeting with them. Thank you so much for attending our session.